Hello and welcome to this video on how to create what you need if you do not have it. It's a feature on the newsletter. So you cannot find the necessary pages and blocks to start producing newsletters for your mission. Well, you've come to the right place. This video expects you to start inside edit mode in Episerver, logged in and ready by your country's mission front page. As usual, I'm using Afghanistan as an example. For your location, exchange your country name with Afghanistan in every instance. For other languages, translate to your language and replace the same. We're going to start with the front page, and on the front page you should have the block, the subscribe block. So let's scroll down to the bottom, and since we do not have it here, it should be here somewhere. We should just do a quick check to see if we have it somewhere in our structure. And we should do two checks. We should do the second world and under Afghanistan, and just remember to select your block feature here and just go through the blocks that you have, or the folders that you have, and see if any of the blocks are named something in the vicinity of subscription block or something like that. If you find it, just drag it in, and if you do not find it, go to the next location. Let's see. Yep, here I've got a subscribe block that should maybe or could be the one, so I'm just going to try. And yeah, this was the subscribe to newsletter block. So what happens now? What I have to do is check if the text is alright. This is subscribe to our newsletter, which is okay. We send out newsletters once, blah 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 blah, and that is alright. But also have to check one more thing, and that is if it's hooked up to the right subscription list. And we do that by editing the block itself and go into all properties mode. And you see here there's a newsletter list. Just check if the right country is listed here. If there's no country listed, that means that you did not have a subscription list from the old system, and you will need to contact the web desk to create a new list for your country. So if you do not have a list, we need to create one for you. If you find it in the list, you can just select it. You can select whichever you want. The only thing that would happen is you will add people to the wrong country, so maybe that's not a good thing for you. Select whatever you want, change whatever you want, and then publish the changes. The changes will be represented on the front page in the block at the bottom of the page. So what if you do not have it and you have to create it? So let's just start by going down to the bottom again, and you can see you can drop content here or create. So what we're going to do is create, and what we need to do is create the newsletter subscription block. And as you can see, it's the same thing here. It's the title and the short ingress. That's about what you do, and you select the list, and you should give it the name of the type, because you want to create one of these, maybe two if you're really anxious to spread it around, but you can reuse this block. It does not have an issue with that. And you click create. So now we created a new one, and as you can see it here is newsletter subscription block. I can drag that one in as well, or it's here already because I used it from the create field. I can take this one away or the other one, doesn't matter. We click publish and it's online. So now people can actually just use that field and add themselves to that subscription list. So now let's go over to the second part, the pages. And let's see. First of all, you have to create the sections and articles that we need to start this process. And since we do not have anything, we can just hide that one, and we'll scale up this because we're going back to the front page. And we're going down to the folder called Norway and your country name, in this case Afghanistan. And under that, we're going to create a section page or a section list page called newsletters. So we click the hamburger menu, click the new page. We go down to the section list page, or if you have it up here, you can find it down here. If you've used it earlier, it's in the suggested page types. Click it and we select just a name, just newsletters for everyone, because this is just going to be a selection of newsletters. Do not publish. Go down to the newsletters section list page and click the hamburger menu once more and click new page. From there we're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom, if I'm not mistaken, yes, to the newsletter page. We're just going to call this newsletter because this is going to be the base for us to learn and understand how to create these features. So we're just going to click OK, and we're not going to publish. And last but not least, we're going to go back up to the country front page. This is important, the country front page. And we're going to create a new page. New page. And if I'm not mistaken again, it's all the way down to the bottom. Newsletter unsubscribe page. This is an important page because we cannot produce newsletters without it. So we're going to click this again. Give it the name of the job it has. It's a newsletter unsubscribe page, and we click OK. This one we can just publish if you want just now, or we can wait. The main issue here is that it has to be, or should be, at the bottom of the list or just above search page. So we can just add it to search above search page. We also have to add the list to it. The list is located under local content, and this is the email list that it has to remove people from. So once again, Afghanistan or your country down in the list. You can add an ingress, sorry to see you go, or whatever you want to add here, and we publish. So what we've done now is we've created the basis for what we have to continue the newsletter work. So now you can continue to the other videos, and I would recommend the one about understanding it. Do not continue to create and send. You need to get the middle ground on this. Thank you, and